The Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot. The dead. The dead.
Hey guys, we're back with another exciting episode of Viral Venom. Tonight we have a bunch of special guests for you. Who's on tonight?
Who's on tonight?
Yeah, who's on tonight?
You told me you didn't get anybody for tonight.
No, I did. I got Lisa Kinser from Killer Pizza and Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. She was also recently in Desert Fiends 2. Bob Butler from Killer Pizza, Desert Fiends 2, Boredom and Bloodshed, in Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. And of course, Lucas Wayne, the awesome cinematographer for Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. How cool is that?
I think you're lying.
All right. We're gonna bring them out in a second here, but first we have to give a very special thank you to Michael Claude Thomas and the B Movie Monsters for allowing us to use their song Plan 9 in our intro video. Thank you so much, Michael Claude Thomas and the B Movie Monsters.
Yes, thank you.
The B Movie Monsters are available on streaming platforms all across the Monsterverse. Download their newest albums today from Spotify, Apple Music, Google Music, and about 5,000 other platforms. Wherever you guys get music from, it's available.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
Did you know that Michael Claude Thomas and the B Movie Monsters wrote a song for Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate?
They did?
Yeah, it's for the outro. So at the end of each episode, a cool rock song plays. Is it rock? It's kind of like grungy rock, right?
Yeah, it's a horror punk.
Horror punk.
It's
a pretty cool song that they wrote. Plays at the end of each episode. Thank you, Michael Claude Thomas. But without further ado, let's mention that Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate is our brand new web series. It's an original show. It has a horror host that does reviews based on movies, music albums, podcasts, and more. It features an entire cast of original characters, including Madam Midnight, portrayed by Beatrice Bupley, aka Amanda Kruger from the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, and Pamela Voorhees from our previous feature film, Friday the 13th Blood Loss. It features, of course, Mary Kate. Stars Mary Kate as the horror host. Everybody's favorite horror host, the mistress of the macabre, Mary Kate. It also includes Mark Brubaker from HBO's The Gilded Age. Who else? Who else is in this? I'm in it.
You mean who else is in it?
Mandy Coleman.
Bupley.
I just said Beatrice.
Did you?
Mandy Coleman, Nancy Trejo, Colin Fiol, Jack Dunnan, Diego Guarderas, and of course our guests that are here tonight.
And our guests that are here tonight. I was thinking about everybody who's going to be in the first episode, so that way everybody could get a little bit more prepared, which is going to obviously be starring Mary Kate, Anthony as Rufus von Wolfenstein.
Yeah, how cool is that? Super excited to work on it. Everybody involved is super supportive, friendly, and just they've been amazing. Before we bring our guests out, I have to mention one more thing.
When's Rufus coming on the show?
He's not coming on the show. But before we bring them out, we have to mention one more thing. Our brand new Indiegogo campaign for we should mention perks. We'll get to perks in a little bit for Horror Hound Bites. Our brand new campaign for Boredom and Bloodshed goes live this Friday at midnight for one day only. Yeah. You can get yourself an associate producer credit for only $99. After that, the price is going to double, then it's going to triple, then it's going to quadruple, and I'm having fun, but it is true. That's what we do. We give you the lowest price, we promote the heck out of it, and if you miss out, the price starts going up. So get in on it Friday. That's your lowest point to join in. If you already have a credit, We'll have easy, affordable upgrade options available for you. Just reach out, let me know what you want to do, and we'll figure it out. Right? We'll have all new acting opportunities available, and get your song in the movie, get your book in the movie, all that usual stuff, plus costume pieces and props. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
All right. Boredom and Bloodshed is starring Christian Bester from Law and Order, SVU, FBI. He was Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Blood Loss. Mary Kate from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. Bob Butler, who's going to be joining us here in a second, and a bunch of other cool people. Mark Brubaker.
Yes, Mark Brubaker and Nick Andrews.
Nick Andrews.
Jewel.
Cameron Jewel from Friday the 13th Blood Loss.
Yes, and Nick is from Friday the 13th Blood Loss.
It's kind of like a Friday the 13th Blood Loss reunion. Once we ended that movie, everybody wanted to do the next thing, so they all jumped on to Boredom and Bloodshed. We'll talk more about Boredom and Bloodshed at the end. I don't want to keep our guests waiting. I know you all want to see them. So, without further ado, the coolest guy around recently made his on-set debut in Desert Fiends 2. Desert Fiends 2 is directed by Sean C. Phillips. It's written by Ethan Phillips, and it's produced by Nicole Butler. Everybody's favorite. Everybody likes Nicole. So it's very exciting to have Bob Butler as a part of Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate and some of our other projects. We want to talk to him about it right now. So here he is. Oh my God, how cool is that? I told you he'd be here. Mandy,
I'd wave with both hands, but I only got one, so.
Mandy, I kept telling Mandy that I was having you on this week. She's like, not the real Bob Butler. How'd you get him? I told you he'd be here. She didn't believe me. But we have you here. How are you?
Doing good. I would say the one and only Bob Butler, but when I set up the IMDb thing, I found out there were a dozen Bobby Butlers, and I'm Bob Butler 10, so that's the one that counts.
The only Bob Butler that matters to me is here tonight. You're a part of. You're going to have a large role in Killer Pizza, of course. We'll have you on again to talk about that stuff. We'll talk about it a bit tonight. As you know, Nancy Ann Ritter is a part of the cast. Nancy Ann Ritter was Bathroom Girl in Scream. So in honor of the cast announcement for her, every time we have a new guest on the show, Mandy has to ask a very special question.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Gotta love that question. So, it's funny because that's more than just a single answer. You're actually sitting in front of the carpet from the Stanley Hotel in one of my favorite movies, The Shining. So that pattern back there, of course, sets me back to one of my favorite movies as a youngster. But I'd say right now my favorite is more of a series. That's the Insidious chapters from Blumhouse. I really like. They did things in that movie that literally came out of dreams that I had and nightmares, and I'm like, how do they know this stuff? So they've experienced either something supernatural themselves, or they've been the recipient of the nightmares themselves. So I really like Blumhouse. I like the Insidious series, and then of course going way back to 1976 to The Omen. So, but it's kind of a wide spectrum. Anything horror, I'm in.
Awesome. We have some people in the comments. I don't want to ignore them. Billy Baxter from the Movie Dogs podcast is here. He says, good evening, all. Then he says he's looking forward to next week. So nobody knows this yet because we haven't made an announcement, but what better time, I guess. Next week, we're going to have a special episode, same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to have at least eight guests on with us. These are all different podcasters from other podcasts. We normally interview people that are associated with our movies and things, but we wanted to help put the spotlight on other people. So we're going to have a whole bunch of different people from different podcasts coming on the show, including the guys from the Talking Shit podcast, Thriving in Chaos, and a whole bunch of other ones. We'll make an official list this week. But yeah, we're looking forward to having Billy Baxter on the show. Mandy and I also enjoy going on his podcast from time to time, calling in and talking about things such as Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and more. Yeah. Mark Bensett is here. Mark from the Talking Shit podcast. Hey, Anthony and Mandy. Hello, Mark.
You said a bad word.
I said it twice. All right. Thank you so much to Mark. We look forward to having you on next week. But we don't want to. We have some of Bob's good friends in the back here waiting backstage. We don't want to keep them waiting forever. Our next guest is very. Oh wait, hang on. Let's see what this guy is saying here. Our good friend Lucas Baker. Congratulations on everything you two do. You're awesome. Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you.
That was very nice of you. All right, so we have a very popular actress who's been in a whole bunch of cool movies now. She's going to be a fun part of Killer Pizza and Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky. All right, without any further ado, let's bring her out. The actress of the week, Lisa Kinser. Oh my God.
Hi, Lisa.
How's it going?
How are you? We're doing great. Super excited to have you on this week. As I mentioned, you'll be a part of Killer Pizza. You're gonna be playing like a fun mobster role in that one, and then you're part of Horror Hound Bites, portraying the mannequin, which is a cool role. But before we get to all that, we have to ask you a very special question. I'm sure you heard the reason why a second ago. Lisa, what's your favorite scary movie?
I feel like that it is breaking some kind of laws to pick one. Like, no one should have to decide anything like that. But if I were to just pick one that I like a lot, I like Sinister. Sinister and Sinister 2.
That's the first time we've gotten that one.
Yeah, I think it's the first time.
I like all horror, different kinds, everything. But Sinister has the creepy, kind of like supernatural element, and the Bagul is scary. And the music is super creepy, and the way that he comes in and like takes the kids and how they set it up. I just possibly just ruined the movie for people who haven't seen it. But Sinister is really good. It's been a long time since I saw one that affected me like that. I wish I was scared more from the movies that have been coming out, or I can get grossed out by them. That's pretty easy to do. But to really kind of jump and to find something interesting and new, it's hard to find sometimes. Sinister did a good job. Rosemary's Baby is super creepy. There's so many good ones.
What was that prequel we just saw? They came out with a prequel.
It's
for Rosemary's Baby.
I can't.
Yeah, she said it's called Room something. We saw it like 5 months ago, maybe. It was pretty good. What about Bobby Butler? Have you seen Sinister? And are those movies that you enjoy as well?
Yeah, indeed. They're very good. I was trying to think if Blumhouse was not responsible for that or not. You know who put that out?
I don't think that they did, but I can't say for sure.
Yeah, it's along that vein though, but it's very good, and I like that when they did their secondary story that they tie in the story for the first one. So they did a good job of not leaving gaps.
Yeah, and it's funny. There's funny parts in it too, which I really like when there's little bits of humor in the horror.
So the prequel to Rosemary's Baby is called Apartment 7A, and we saw it came out last year. And I liked it. Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with that show Ozark that had come out with Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
The blonde girl with the curly hair has a starring role in Apartment 7A. She's been playing in a lot of films lately, like The Wolfman, and there's another new one that's coming out with her.
Weapons.
She's on the rise and everything. I really like her. She's a really great actress.
So what I would like to know from all of the viewers out there is, what is your favorite scary movie? Let us know in the comments so we can show it on screen and let you know if it's the right answer or not. Just kidding. Let's see. I want to pull up some other stuff here. Can't find it. There you go. We're live with the super talented cast from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. We're, of course, joined by Bob Butler and Lisa Kinser, but we actually have one more guest waiting backstage. He's been very patient. I think everybody's been waiting for him to come out. Where is he? Where is
Everybody
he?
clap for him.
Yeah, all right. It's the incredible cinematographer behind all of those cool scenes that you see in Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. Whenever you see Mary Kate on the screen, all of that cool stuff is filmed by our next guest. But oh my God, it's Mary Kate. She says best team ever. Mary Kate from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate is in the chat. The real one.
That can't be her.
I think it is.
No, I don't think it is.
Ted Hofstadter says,
I don't
hey,
believe
Mandy
it.
and Anthony. Ted's another cast member that we have to get on with us one of these nights. Let's see. See, read, and hear. Remind me who this is. See, read, and hear, because I've seen this before, but I can't remember who this is. But they say Halloween 78 is their favorite.
The original.
Yeah, the original Halloween is their favorite movie. That's a good answer. They're all good answers. No wrong answers. Ted says Children of the Corn. Is that the first time we've gotten that one?
That's the first time we got that one, Ted.
That's the first time we've gotten that.
That's my favorite ending of a horror movie, by the way, Children of the Corn. The last words of that movie is send them a postcard from Seattle. Just way to wrap up that movie.
Joshua Browning says, evening all. Hello, Joshua. And Joshua Browning says the same thing again. Hello, Joshua again. And then it's Billy. Is this maybe Billy Baxter? I'm not sure. It's Billy. Oh my. Huh?
I think it's the movie called It's Billy.
Oh, is that what they're saying? Their favorite movie is It's Billy? Let me know. Are you Billy, or is your favorite movie It's Billy? Let me know in the comments. Lucas Baker says original Stephen King Pet Cemetery. That's a good one too. It's hard to keep track of all of them.
I think it's probably their name is Billy.
Stephen
Billy.
Lucas is saying his favorite movie is Pet Cemetery. Very cool. All right. Without further ado, we want to bring out.
Be buried in a pet cemetery.
All right. Forget about that. Without further ado, we want to bring out the cinematographer behind Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. He's been waiting patiently backstage, and we've been excited to bring him out. So without further ado, here he is, the super talented, super awesome, very supportive, right? He's been very supportive.
He's been extremely supportive.
Yeah, he has. All right, here he is. Lucas Wayne. Oh my God.
Hey, how we doing, everyone?
How cool is this? Look at that shirt he's got on too.
Yeah. You like it?
I do like it. Where'd you get that?
Oh, a good friend of mine gave that to me.
You could get a shirt like that or a hat like this from our Indiegogo campaign. Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate is in demand on Indiegogo. How fun. I love it. Lucas Wayne, Mandy has a very important question she has to ask you before we get to all the cinematography.
Fire away.
What's your favorite scary movie?
You know, I thought about this because I knew you were going to ask me, and I think I'm going to go. Oh,
you
not hear me?
I can hear him. He's a little quiet, but we can hear. No, you're mute now.
He's a cinematographer, not the sound guy.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? A little bit better?
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm going to have to go with one of the original horror movies that I watched growing up was Cat's Eye.
Cat's Eye. You know that one? Cat's Eye?
No?
We got to check it out.
Oh, yeah, you have to watch
at all.
It's a Stephen King movie. Well, Stephen King wrote it. I think Lewis Teague directed it. But.
Oh, the one we watched with Uncle Spooky, right? Are they like cat people? Like it's a boy and his mom.
Talking about this
goes through different stories, kind of.
Oh,
that
okay.
is the crate in it, doesn't it?
It's what?
Isn't the crate one of the short stories in that one?
I don't know.
The crate that they find under the
or something
stairs.
that we watched with Uncle Spooky. We didn't watch this one.
It's been a long time. I can't remember.
Yeah, we have to check this out. We haven't seen it yet. Glad you brought it up so we can watch that this week. Just don't want to miss comments here. Amanda Carter says, "Hello, everyone. Apologies, I'm late. I had to put the chickens to bed." Hello, Amanda. Amanda, thank you for joining us. Mandy Coleman's favorite movie is The Conjuring. We had Mandy Coleman on with us last week. If you guys missed that episode, make sure to go back and watch it. It's available on our YouTube channel and on Facebook somewhere. And then we have C. Reed in here says, no Billy Baxter. There's no Billy Baxter. Okay. Then Movie Dog says his favorite movie is Halloween 78. I like Halloween 78. All right. What's your favorite? Let's see. Oh, Lucas Baker is asking, what's your favorite scary movie? What's your favorite scary movie? Anthony and Mandy. My favorite scary movie. Yeah, you spelled her name wrong, man. No, maybe he's talking about Mandy Coleman in the comments.
I don't think so.
My favorite scary movie is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one. We just saw that for the anniversary in at the theater on the big screen. That was pretty cool. Mandy's favorite scary movie is Halloween 3: Season of the Witch.
Yep.
Right? It hasn't changed?
Hasn't changed.
Okay. All right. Yep. So Jackalope, his favorite movie is Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh yeah.
That's
All
really
right.
good.
Good
I
So-
call.
haven't seen it yet.
Yep. So we have about a half hour or so left. Let's get into some of the fun questions. So what can
We haven't asked anybody anything else.
I know? Can I ask them? All right. So Lisa is portraying the mannequin, as I mentioned earlier, in Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. What is the mannequin? What can you tell us? What can you guys tell us about the mannequin?
Okay, so with the mannequin, it's another one of the fun little skits that will pop up to interrupt the show. It will be on one of the TV channels, and it's kind of how people would think that a mannequin would be kind of creepy, but they're going to be actually having different T-shirts and everything, modeling T-shirts and everything. It'll either be for like our movies mostly, or if somebody wants, it's an opportunity also for people for sponsorships.
So, so Mary Kate, the horror host, has a TV on set with her, and these different channels come up at different times and show different characters in the show. So Lisa is going to be the mannequin, which is like a fun, creepy model character that shows off some of the different shirts, either from the sponsors or different movies that are associated with the show, or
No, not just associated with the show, like real, say, Phil Herman, for instance,
Right,
he
so-
sends us a shirt for one of his movies. We can send it to Lisa, and her character will model it.
so one of the episodes would be based on Phil Herman's Unearthed. Is that it? Unearthed?
Yes.
Okay, so so one episode would be based on Phil Herman's Unearthed. So, for example, Lisa could be the one that's modeling off the merchandise for that, but it's in a fun, creepy kind of way for a Horror Hound Bites.
Yeah.
Right?
The idea is we sit and we during the show, it's going to focus on like not TV's, independent films and other independent projects and everything. But while everybody is as a team promoting it, there's also something happening to where the TV interrupts that show. So it's just complete chaos. So when those channels pop up, you'll have like home shopping channels. Like that's kind of like what her channel is going to be, is one of the home shopping channels. And then she's also joined by a witch. That's kind of like in a segment opposite of her.
Very cool. So, Lisa, what do you have to do to prepare for this role?
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of lines to memorize. So I've already started getting that under my belt. But I have a costume and I've got all kinds of wigs and things like that. So it depends on what the shirt looks like or what the theme is. But I'm fully prepared to wear a shirt. and do something crazy with it.
Nice.
Yeah, I still have to get in touch with Lisa to do like a one-on-one to go over everything with her, so that way she has a better idea. Because we just had Lisa sign up and everything and join the cast. Well, I mean, she signed her paperwork saying that she wanted to have the part.
Right.
So this way I'm going to sit with her, go over everything, and I think she's going to be really happy and excited to do this part. I promise.
Going to
I
jump
look forward
around
to it. I
a
can't
little
wait.
bit. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Our good friend Nicole Vegas Butler is in the comments section here. She says, "We love supporting good talents." Thank you, Nicole. I don't know if you heard us mention Desert Fiends 2 a little while ago. If you didn't, make sure to rewind, watch until the end, then go back and rewind and watch the beginning, so you can hear us talk about Desert Fiends 2 a little bit, and we'll ask about that. We'll talk more about Desert Fiends 2 with Lisa and Bobby here in a second. I just want to get through all the comments. So Lucas Baker says Gunnar Hansen, the original Leatherface, lives up here in Northeast Harbor, Maine. Gunnar Hansen passed away. But I did love Gunnar Hansen, of course. Lisa Waddell is here. It's a fan of Luke's, one of Luke's friends here. Hi, Luke Lane. Smiley, smiley, smiley. Amanda Carter says, "I feel mannequins can be scary. I did enjoy Don't Look Away." Which one is Don't Look Away? I can't keep up. We just saw Until Dawn. Have you guys seen that one yet? It's a
Not yet.
brand new one where there's a group of friends, they go to a scary house, that kind of thing. But they die and then they keep coming back and they have to die over and over again. I liked it. What'd you think?
We haven't seen this one.
Don't Look Away? I thought we did see it. No, maybe we didn't see it. We're going to have to check that out too, Amanda. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. Lucas Baker says, "You should get Lady Possum on here." That could be something that we end up doing down the road if they want to do something like that. We've talked to Jared about doing something. He's not a big fan of doing the live streams, but it's very possible that we could do a Grinners episode and get Lady, if Lady Possum wants to join, or Andrew or some of the other people involved. Yeah, we got some credits on Grinners. Yep. Grinners 2 Fashion Killers pre-launch campaign is live on Indiegogo right now. Go check it out. Support those guys. So Lisa's also involved with Killer Pizza. She's going to be one of the mobsters.
Yes.
Yeah. So Lisa, is this the first time that you've portrayed a mobster in a movie?
Yeah. I believe it is. Yes. Particularly one that's having to fight off a killer pizza.
That'd be great.
Very cool. We've been working hard on to get the actual mechanism down for the killer pizza. We have it so that we're able to control the eye movements, the mouth, and everything's coming together. So it's exciting for us to kind of see. It's been over a year in the making. I don't know. I kind of lost track, but it's been over a year in the making. So it's kind of nice to see it all coming together now. Everyone's excited to work on that one. What made Lisa want to get involved with Killer Pizza?
I think that I must have found out about it through Indiegogo, or somebody. I know somebody who was talking about it, and your logo is really great. And it drew my attention right away, and I went and I investigated further and saw that we have mutual friends in common. And I thought, well, I felt like it was something I could trust, and so I contacted you all like right away. And I've enjoyed the process of seeing it come together. And I can't even imagine what it's going to be like. I don't know. I can't imagine, but it's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
So Mandy wrote. She's the writer-director of Killer Pizza. It's also starring, of course, Lisa Kinser, but also some of horror's greatest icons, including Tom Glynn, who was Kringle in Creepshow, Walter Phelan, who was Dr. Satan from The House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. He's also worked on Thor, X-Files, Charmed, Little Nicky, Race to Witch Mountain, The Avengers, Ahsoka, The Mandalorian, Goosebumps, the Goosebumps video game from the 90s, and just on and on and on. I can't keep track of it all.
You worked on Solo.
Solo. Nancy Ann Ritter, of course, who we mentioned, was in the original Scream movie. Al Burke, who was in, again, The Wedding Singer, The Killjoy, the Star Trek Enterprise, every music video ever made, and just on and on and on. And of course, Bob Butler is going to be in Killer Pizza alongside Lisa Kinser. So we're excited to work with you guys on Horror Hound Bites, but then we get to work with you again on Killer Pizza.
Bob Butler's character actually gets to work with Walter Phelan.
Yeah. Yep. So Bob will be featured in scenes alongside Walter Phelan. So that's pretty cool. Bob, what made you want to get involved with Killer Pizza?
Well, actually, I've collect screen used movie props. I got my first prop in 1992, so I've been collecting props for 33 years, and that has put me, in contact with a lot of different individuals, either in the movie industry or adjacent to it, And I was talking to one person I bought up here above me there, a critter from the movie Critters.
Oh, yeah.
And
You showed that to me.
Yeah. And I was talking to them and I said, a bucket list item of mine is to be like an extra in a movie. I'd love to be able to point in the background and say, hey, see that guy eating the sandwich on the bench? That's me. I'm in the movie, And they knew you guys and they knew of you and they sent me your information. And I think I reached out to you, Anthony, originally, and we had quite an extensive conversation. And you explained the Indiegogo to me and how all these things work, and it just kind of blew up from there. Now it's really turned into something quite a bit of fun. But the Killer Pizza, I love the idea. I'm digging in pretty deep into not just my part, but several other perks, as you're aware of.
Was this Critters All You Can Eat? Is that what
Yes.
it was?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that they pointed you in our, towards us. So thank you to the Critters people. I don't really, I don't think I know them, but thank you guys. We appreciate it. See this. So yeah, that's awesome that you. So of course you're doing Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. You're doing Killer Pizza. You're also doing Boredom and Bloodshed. We'll come back to that a little later in the episode. You guys, Lisa and Bob, just worked on another movie together, which was Desert Fiends 2. And I know the people watching want to hear you guys talk about that. So we're going to keep them waiting, and we're going to jump back to Lucas Wayne. All right. So Lucas is the cinematographer.
Lucas, he's just like sitting there.
Well, no, now we're giving Lucas the spotlight. So Lucas is cinematographer for Mary Kate in Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. So all those cool shots that you see of the horror host in the show, all that stuff's done by Lucas. That's actually not me this time. Some of the people that know our projects know that I did all that stuff for Blood Loss. All the cool shots of Mary Kate are all done by Lucas. This is a completely different thing. So Lucas, how long have you been doing the cinematography stuff?
Since August, really.
Okay, so you're still new to it, but you also do photography.
We've been doing photography for quite a while, but the cinematography movie stuff we started snowballing since August, so that's all fairly new. But it's been a great time, and it all relates, and it's all it all rolls together, so it's all fun.
What got you started with it?
Clown Motel 3, Joseph Kelly. Yeah, it's all his fault.
So since then, have you gotten? Of course, you're involved with Horror Hound Bites, Mary Kate. Everybody knows that. They see the T-shirt. They've heard me say it 30 times now. But I think you're kind of building. You're becoming like a popular kind of figure in the indie horror community. Are there other movies that you're attached to right now, or that you plan on working on in the future, so we can put some spotlight on the other projects?
So the only one I got coming up right now, I think, is the Apex Predators Club, and we're pretty excited about that one. I know it should be fun. But I'm doing a lot of extra, the photography stuff and all that on the side, so it keeps me pretty busy.
So we're going to talk about Desert Fiends too. I know some of the people in the comments are waiting, but watch this. So you plan on filming the Apex Predators Club. That movie is being produced by Mahal Empire, right?
Right.
And Lisa Kinser has also worked with the Mahals. Which movies were you a part of? Was it Alien Horde or Alien Storm?
I was in Cursed Waters, Bikers versus Werewolves, Alien Horde, and Apex Predators Club.
So, okay. So you'll be in that too. Okay. I saw a cool picture of you that I should have here. Give me a minute. I'll pull it up. I'm going to find it. We'll come back to this Alien Horde thing in a second. So, Lisa, the first movie that you worked on with the Mahals was Cursed Waters?
No, actually, I was in their very first movie about 10 years before that, when we all kind of grew up in the same town. And it was maybe 2004. So, but then I had a big gap where they moved out to Vegas and really started like going nuts with making movies, and I reconnected with them. But yeah, I was in their first one, which they probably don't want me to talk about.
Okay, so you've been working with them for a while now. It's not a new thing. And then, so did you say that was their first movie that you kind of got involved with?
Yeah, we were friends in college, and they made one. I think it cost they made it with $10,000, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's
awesome.
very good.
I have a couple pictures that I'm uploading. They're not the I had to do screenshots, so they're not as prepared, I guess, as I should have been. But we'll pull these up in a second, and we'll let you talk about them. But first, you were involved with Alien Horde and Alien Storm. Okay, they're ready. Not
just
Storm.
Horde.
Horde. Okay, so these photos I'm going to show, I believe, are from Alien Horde. I'll pull them up here. Ignore all my background stuff that you see. Shady links and all that, because it's a screenshot of my computer. We'll just focus on the picture, people. All right, so don't look at passwords and all that. I'll pull this up, and we'll have Lisa just tell me what I'm looking at here. Did that work? There we go.
Ooh, yeah. That one's great. I don't believe I had a name, but I was an alien. And I had a super great scene on a spaceship with Robert Lasardo and Ziggy Heckman and a whole bunch of great people.
Oh, Joanne.
Death in that mask, but it is a beautiful mask. And there's Josie Cat right there. She's amazeballs.
Okay, so did she do all the prosthetics and the makeup, the whole thing?
So the prosthetics was Robert Bravo. She, I believe, was putting on goo to make me shiny.
Oh, okay.
She's gooing me up right there to make me shiny.
So how long did it take you to go from looking like Lisa Kinser that we see on the screen now to this Lisa Kinser that we see in the photo?
Well, that's a full mask, so not very long.
Okay.
And I did a little bit of makeup around the eyes just to kind of blend it, but that's a full mask that I got from, I believe, Immortal Masks.
Oh, okay.
In LA.
So
it's a really good quality mask.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen some of their stuff. They do a lot of cool masks. Let's see. So here you are, in the full costume. Who are you standing with here? And this movie hasn't been released yet, right?
No, it's still in post-production. It'll be another year, I would guess.
Okay.
Before it comes out. We just finished in last August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's hard to keep up with all the movies. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. So are they kind of wearing the same? Do you know if those masks are also from Immortal Masks, or?
I can't say 100%, but I believe so. I kind of believe that's where they got them from. we were going through kind of an internet customs. And so it was a whole bunch of different kind of alien characters who were trying to get through customs and not being killed.
Okay. Let's see what people are saying in the comments in case I missed something here. Nicole, I think Nicole's where we left off. Let's see.
Nicole says to talk about the first one, Lisa.
Hang on here. I'm at work right now. Hello,
Kyle.
Kyle at work. Thank you for watching. Nicole says, you guys are seriously the best. I don't know if she means us or them or all of us. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it. She's probably talking about Lisa and Bobby and Luke, I'm sure. Kyle says, what's up, Bob?
Kyle.
Let's see. Dean says, yo, Bobby.
Hey, Dean. Dr. Peepers himself. He is Dr. Peepers, the steampunk hero. So you should check him out.
And Amanda Joy is here, one of the producers from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, which is in demand on Indiegogo. Grab your perks today and join the screen alongside such amazing talents as Lisa Kinser, Bobby Butler, Mary Kate, and more. Beatrice Bupley, horror icon. Let's see. Nicole says, Alien Horde was awesome. We'll have to have maybe some more Alien Horde people on at some point once the movie's closer to releasing, so we can help put the spotlight on that. And I know it's already incredibly popular, so I don't even know if we would really be able to do a lot for him, but there it is. Matthew White. Hi, everybody. Hello, Matthew White.
Hello,
Matthew White from Friday the 13th Blood Loss, which is releasing June 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Friday, June 13th. How cool is that? Friday the 13th Blood Loss is starring horror icons Ari Lehman, a.k.a. the original Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, The Boy in the Lake. Beatrice Bupley, a.k.a. Amanda Kruger from the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, won an award for Best Actress in Friday the 13th Blood Loss for her portrayal of Pamela Voorhees, Jason Voorhees' mom. How cool is that?
She sent me a cute picture today.
She sent Mandy a cute picture today of her wearing the shirt with her face on it.
She was out and about and she texted me and she's like, look what I'm wearing.
If you guys missed your chance of working on set with Beatrice Bupley when we were filming Friday the 13th Blood Loss, you guys can get involved with Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. Beatrice Bupley is portraying Madam Midnight in every episode. Sweet, right?
Awesome.
Guillermo's here. He says, hello, all. Hello, Guillermo Ramos.
Guillermo.
From
Hello.
Friday the 13th Blood Loss and Desert Fiends 2 and Killer Pizza. Was he in? Yeah, he was in Desert Fiends 2. Hello, Guillermo.
Yeah.
Dean again. Sure, let's see. Guillermo saying hi to Nicole. Look at these. Whoa. Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter. Thank you, Adam. I think Adam, this is Adam Begin, who will be on with us next week, Wednesday.
He said that when the aliens came up.
Oh, I thought he was. No. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he'll be on with us Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's see. Mary Kate's is so rad. Let's see. Nicole says in October they finished Alien Horde. Super excited to see Alien Horde from the Mahal Empire. Hello, Anthony and Mandy.
Hi.
Hello again, Guillermo. Guillermo was super helpful on the set of Friday the 13th Blood Loss. Behind the scenes, he was also on screen as a victim. Nicole Butler, all of you have been great. Thank you, Nicole. Love you guys, says John Acuna. John Acuna from Desert Fiends 2. See, Adam, Mary Kate is on my podcast, Historically Haunted Vodcast, on May 8th at 7 p.m. We'll mention that again next week when we have you on the show. Hi, Lisa from Aubrey. Must be Aubrey. Joshua Browning. Hey again, Bobby. Are you excited for a toy maker?
Can't wait.
He says, can't wait. Joshua Browning, this guy. Guillermo says hello again. Hello again, Guillermo.
Stay Guillermo's friend, because when the world ends, he won't eat you.
All right. All right. Adam says Miri. Okay. Josh, hey bro, what's up? Hello, John. What's up? I'm not sure if that's one of you guys or me, but thank you for watching, John.
It's for me.
It's for you.
Hey,
Mandy Coleman, I'm honored to be a part of this project with such amazing people, such as Lisa Kinser, Bobby Butler, Lucas Wayne, Mary Kate, Beatrice Bupley, Mark Brubaker, Jack Dunn, Diego Guarderas, Colin Field, Nancy Trejo, Savannah Fielder. I'm running out. Who else is on this?
That was good.
Christopher Jansen.
Christopher Jansen. Yeah.
You.
It's a response to my comment to him, but I will say, hey, Anthony and Mandy. Oh, thanks. Thank you. All right. So Lisa and Bobby were recently filming Desert Fiends 2. Did you guys work on set together?
I don't think so.
No, we were in the tent about the same time. And I saw her down at the cave, I think it was.
So
But
we
weren't
have to.
any scenes together.
No.
Okay, so you saw her in one of the caves, but you weren't in the scenes together.
No.
Okay, it cut out on me a little bit. So
Yeah,
people have been
phone call
asking
came through.
questions. So some of the viewers knew that you guys would be on this week. They've been sending us questions all week, and we've been getting the same question over and over. So we have to ask you guys, how does the movie end?
How does it end?
No idea.
Well,
So you might trick them.
All right,
it ends
all right.
very pleasantly.
So let's mention that the first Desert Fiends movie is now available on streaming platforms. Do you guys know offhand which platform it's available on? Or if Nicole or John or...
It's on Fandango. It's on Fandango and Amazon for sure.
Yep.
Apple TV.
And I'm not sure what other ones there are, but I know for sure Fandango and Amazon. It was trending in the number 8 in Amazon last time I saw for downloaded movies.
Mandy and I paid for a rental. We watched it when it first came out. We had it on the projector on the wall. Liked seeing all of you cool people involved with the movie. Congratulations to the team from Desert Fiends.
Lucas has been so quiet.
Well, I'm going back to Lucas right now. Okay. So Lisa and Bobby worked on Desert Fiends 2, but also Mary Kate worked on Desert Fiends 2. Lucas, were you a part of this one as well, or did you sit this one out, or?
No, I sat this one out.
Sat it out.
Yeah.
Do you? How does Mary Kate's character die in the movie? Can you?
Bloody. They all die bloody.
She probably doesn't die at all.
I'll give you that.
Oh, Mandy Coleman says that she watched on Prime. I'm trying to think of where we saw it. I don't want to say the wrong streaming platform, but we definitely saw it right after it came out. We got the rental.
Desert Fiends.
Yeah.
We watched it on Amazon.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Amazon. All right. So Mandy Coleman says it's also available on Prime. We're going to find out how Mary Kate's character dies in Desert Fiends 2 in just a second.
She showed a picture of herself online where she's
Don't
covered in
say,
poo, I
don't say.
think.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
did.
Somebody did share that, so we're not giving anything away there. I don't have spoilers,
I
by
didn't
the
give
way.
it- I'm not
I don't know
trying to
anything.
spoil. I'm just saying I saw a picture of her covered in poop.
All right. Let's see.
It seemed to be like what everybody was sharing. They're
I
like,
don't know.
look at me, I'm covered in poop. It's like a lot of people shared that.
Guillermo says, can't wait to start filming Killer Pizza. Guys, if you haven't gotten involved with Killer Pizza, I've spent the past year telling everybody that will listen to me to get involved with Killer Pizza. You can't go wrong. We just won several awards for our last feature film. Now we're going into this with a whole new team that's even more excited to work on the movie. They're even more supportive. We have upgraded equipment and all these different things going for it. Definitely get involved. What are you doing? Why is this even a question? I don't understand. It's in demand on Indiegogo. They're acting opportunities, producer credits, custom merchandise, get your song in the movie, your book in the movie, and more. Which brings up
You can
another
be an
thing here.
exotic dancer in the movie.
Billy Baxter says, great show, guys. Thank you, Billy. We are excited to have you on next week. Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have a sort of a mega podcast show where we put the spotlight on all the different podcasts out there. Joshua says that he can tell us about the ending, but he won't. He was there the full 2+ weeks. DM me, Josh. DM me. Let me know what's going on. Guillermo, Bobby and Lisa were great to work with on Desert Fiends 2. Very cool. Yes, Bobby and okay, Joshua is confirming. Yes, Bobby and Lisa were great to work with on Desert Fiends 2. Matthew White.
Lucas.
Matthew White says
Anthony didn't work on Desert Fiends either.
Yeah, we didn't get to work on it. Nobody invited me. I don't. I'm like the only one that didn't get an invite. Matthew White says it ends with rainbows and unicorns. Apparently, Matthew's seen the end of Desert Fiends 2, and I haven't. This is ridiculous. Guillermo says you can also order it from Walmart, Amazon, and Barnes & Noble. Are these physical releases, Guillermo? Let me know in the comments section. Is this a DVD that you can get your hands on? Lisa says yes.
It is, yeah.
So if you guys want the DVD for Desert Fiends, it's available through Walmart, Amazon, and Barnes & Noble. Nicole says, thank you, Apple TV, Amazon, Fandango. There's about 16 total. Thank you for the shout out. Also, we got a panel at Days of the Dead in Vegas. He'll be showcasing the Fiends. Mary Kate did excellent on her role. And then she tells us how the movie ends, but I'm going to save that for later. Dean said, I had a blast doing my 2 scenes in Desert Fiends 2 with Bobby as well as Guillermo. Everybody is here for Bobby and Lisa and Guillermo and Lucas tonight. And nobody's saying anything nice about me. Mary Kate says, Lucas is the very best. Who else could support this crazy lady? All right. You can do a spoiler if Mary Kate wants.
Mary Kate can give a spoiler.
Mary Kate, Nicole says you can give us a spoiler if you want to. And it's a viral Venom exclusive.
Oh, no, die.
Lisa's like, I'm going to tell mine too. All right. That's John says, same here, and also with you, Dean. So John loved working with Guillermo, Lisa, Bobby, Butler, and Dean. Nicole says, I'll share your new Indiegogo too. Thank you so much. So Boredom and Bloodshed is our brand new campaign that goes live Friday at midnight. We have associate producer credits for $99 for 1 day only. This is our second round campaign for the project. It's our big summer thing. It's a short shoot, but it's a fun one with a lot of great people involved. So if you're looking for something to do over the summer without taking up too much of your summer, check it out. Let's see. Mary Kate says, bad word here. I can something very well. Come at me. Did she poop to death?
She's talking to Lucas Wayne. She's challenging him to a duel.
I think her character pooped to death. Is that what they're saying?
No, it was the other character used that on her, I believe. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's that
Anyway, die.
Joshua says the ending of the movie will cost me a perk on Killer Pizza. Fair enough. Tell us what's going on. I don't care. I got bargaining chips. I don't care. Brenda says, hi, Lisa. Do it for the shoes.
I sure will.
All right. Mary Kate reiterates that she can do a bad word very well.
Is somebody offering free shoes?
No, I think
hope
maybe
so.
she means for the mannequin. I think maybe that's what it was. I'm not sure.
no, and that's Desert Fiends.
I can.
Oh, Lisa gets shoes in Desert Fiends. Is that what it is?
No, the Mary Kate,
I
the
can
comment.
take shit
Take
very well.
crap.
Oh, she can take shit very well. She can take shit. She's not saying I can take a shit. She's saying I can take shit, which I think is feeding off of what Lucas Wayne said, where it sounds like one of the fiends might poop her to
I
death.
don't know. I think she's in the bathroom right now.
I don't know. I think one of the monsters probably poops Mary Kate to death in this movie.
Yeah.
We has a great cast. So Desert Fiends 2 had a great cast. John is saying here. Nicole says, sorry, you can be in the third one. You heard it here first. There's going to be a Desert 3 Fiend starring. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So Guillermo says yes. I'm not sure what Guillermo's saying yes to though. Yes to Desert Fiends 3, or yes to Killer Pizza, or yes to the poop thing, or yes to the streaming platforms. Guillermo, what are you talking about? Let me know in the comments. Joshua Browning says Walmart just restocked the Desert Fiends DVD. They were sold out online for the physical copies, so now they have more. They sold out, but now they're available again. Get your copy today from Walmart. Zachary Scott's here. Zachary, we haven't seen you in a while, man. How have you been?
Been a really long while.
Zachary, ruining my life, man. Breaking my heart. Zachary Scott from Friday the 13th Blood Loss was amazing to work with. We loved it, and we're excited to work with him again and again in the future. Let's see. John Acuna, Mary Kate's kill scene was awesome. John, tell us about it. What happened? No one else is saying. No one else is spilling the beans.
Everybody's just giving us those little hints.
Yeah, they're all saying, yeah, poops, a little poop involved. Joshua, I can give you the special video and DMs if Nicole is okay with it. You guys, I'm just joking around. You guys don't have to actually send me the videos. I don't want you guys to get in trouble. No breaking NDAs here or anything. All right. Let's see. Kevin says, thanks for the Desert Fiend shout out. You're welcome, Kevin. Thank you for being a fun part of the episode tonight. John, everyone's excited that John's here, or that Kevin's here now. John saying hi. Kevin saying hi back. His name is Kevin.
No, it's not. It's Nicole's husband.
Nicole's
yeah,
husband.
yeah. We did see the shirt. so Kevin wears a shirt on set, and it just says, "I'm Nicole's husband." Great shirt. Zachary, how's everyone doing? We're great, man. We're working on Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, getting ready for Boredom and Bloodshed, getting ready for Killer Pizza starring Lisa Kinser, Bobby Butler, a whole bunch of other cool people. Let's see. Friday the 13th Blood Loss featuring Zachary Scott's releasing June 13th. Nicole says, no, she encountered poop mutant Zachary Vasquez, a-hole mutant.
Yeah, that's the butt face one.
The one with the butt on his face is gonna poop Mary Kate to death. I got it. What's up, everyone? Or no, he says, "What's up, Kevin?" Everyone's excited that Kevin's here. Kevin's crashing the party, Manny. We gotta boot. How do you kick people out of the chat? Hang on. Zachary Scott. John says, "If you know, you know." Adam's laughing. So we must be onto something with this poop face butt monster. John says, DF3, yes. Guillermo says all of the above. Guillermo's just excited, man. I like Guillermo. John says, what's up, Zach? Zach is one of the younger actors from Friday the 13th Blood Loss. Had a lot of fun filming with him. John says, don't know if he can tell. Sounds like you guys already told us what's going on.
That we filmed with the children for Friday the 13th Blood Loss. We took one full day of filming, and we had like a whole thing set up for them. And Christian Bester even was in costume, taking pictures with all the children individually and everything. So it was a neat day.
Christian Bester from Law and Order, SVU, and FBI was out there in 200-degree weather wearing a heavy Jason costume. Big boots. Jason has two masks that he has to wear. He has an underhood, which is this big latex rubber kind of thing stuck to his face. Then he has the hockey mask over that, gloves, a big leather coat, and all this stuff. I wouldn't have done it. Hey, Josh, I'm good with you sharing the video. Oh, okay. All right. All right, everybody. Kevin saying hello. Guillermo. Truth be... Oh, he is Nicole's husband, I think she's saying. All right. Love the shining pattern background. Red rum.
Thank you. My Overlook Hotel carpet.
All right. That's what I'm known as, Nicole's husband.
Yep.
And she said he is. She's confirming, like, yeah, that's who he is, man. John says ding ding ding. So yeah, we're dead on with this poop. You guys are giving all the spoilers away tonight. I love it. Thank you. Bro, I'm so glad about all you have accomplished. That's awesome. Thank you, Zachary. We appreciate all the support. I had a lot of fun filming with you. Mandy, do you sell any of your set props? We do sell set props.
Yes. They sell really fast, too. Yeah, Butler
Bobby, Bobby owns the majority of it.
Yes, but yeah, there's a lot of them that I hold on to. We get asked a lot about certain props and everything. I don't really like to separate with things because they come with a lot of sentimental value and hours of me like putting blood, sweat, and tears into things, like literally.
We ended up with
we do really well with that.
A lot of people like the set props. We have 3 things left over from Blood Loss. We have a skull that was Pamela's skull in the movie. We have the photo op Jason mask, so not even the one that was used in the movie. And then I have the clapperboard that we used to film RE scenes, and everything else we had to, we have to part ways with a lot of it because we need to raise funds to keep the fun going. We offer props. We will have cheap, affordable screen use props available for Boredom and Bloodshed starting this Friday when the campaign goes live on Indiegogo at midnight.
Have the pumpkin in here.
Lucas Wayne, if you had the opportunity to shoot a feature film, would you be interested in doing that? Or is there something else you'd prefer to do? Would you rather get into acting more? Or what is your interest?
I kind of like doing everything, whatever's needed on set, whether it be lighting, camera, props, special effects, a little bit of acting. I like acting. It's all fun, all part of the creative process, and just working with other people to create something magical is kind of what it's all about. So
says this video is in my DMs, so we're just going to show it. All right.
There you go. Put it on.
No, I don't want anybody to get mad at me. So
What's
Lucas,
in your DMs?
One of the videos from Desert Fiends. He's
no, well,
all right, Joshua.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're not showing anything. So Lucas, if somebody wanted to hire you to work on set, either as a cinematographer or if they wanted to get you involved on the acting side of things, would you be open to that? A, and then B, what would be the best way for them to formally contact you?
Yeah, I'm always interested in new projects, and easiest way to get hold of me is Facebook at Lucas Wayne. So that's pretty much social media I do. I don't have an Instagram or anything else. I barely can manage a Facebook, so that's kind of my only contact.
So we're at about the hour mark now. We knew it would go a little bit over. We're going to spend the last few minutes having fun, but first, Lisa Kinser, do you have a dream role? Is there a certain character that you would want to play, or a genre that you would want to play that you haven't gotten the chance to be a part of yet?
I did. I'll do anything anybody lets me do, for one. But I did LARPing for a while, and I played a character that was kind of insane. And I would love to play a pretty insane person or creature or something. One that's like really nuts. That'd be fun.
So if somebody had a role for you like that, how would they go about contacting you? What is the way for them to get a hold of you?
Facebook's probably the best, or IMDb, I suspect, but Facebook really would be the best.
Okay, and then Bob Butler, do you have a dream role, something that you would like to do in the future that you'd be open for?
Yeah, actually, again, staying with that theme of the insane person, I think Kevin Spacey did a role where he was played in Seven along with Brad Pitt, and his level of insanity where he comes across as so, low key and normal, but he's just an absolute psycho. And the delivery, the way he did that, I'd love to do a part like that where you can just, be talking like we are right now, but what comes out of your mouth and what it actually means to the storyline just shocks people, and it's delivered just like ordering a pizza, I think that'd be the character I'd want to do.
So if somebody had something like that for you, are you open to them reaching out to you, and how do they go about doing that?
Well, like everybody else, I'm on Facebook, also LinkedIn, of course, and IMDb.
So I want to have fun asking you guys some questions, but first, let's just double check with you. Is there anything, Bob, that you wanted to talk about that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
No, been an enjoyable little thing. I was hoping you would ask me what my favorite prop was, so I have one on standby because it's not really a prop.
Let's see it.
It's not a prop. It's prop adjacent, if you will. But I bought a robotic tank that was built by Grant McHugh. Did all the Star Wars robots, and the tank is about the size of a four-wheeler. It's a remote control, fires a 20-gauge shotgun shell out of the barrel. But when it came, this box of electronic parts and these wire clippers with GM on them, Grant McHugh, found out, of course, Grant had passed, but found out this was Grant's personal toolkit that he used when he was making his robots and stuff. So that's kind of my favorite one of my prop collection. Then my second favorite, of course, is my new Freddy Krueger glove from Friday the 13th Blood Loss.
Whoa, you have that? I actually love that glove. I told you that before you got it. I'm like, man, I really like this glove. It was made by Nightmares Unlimited. It was a special glove that was made for Blood Loss. It was based on Nightmare on Elm Street 4, just with some slight variations on it. The colors were a little bit different. But I liked it a lot. I'd put it on and pretend like I was in the movie and stuff. No, it's a really like solid glove too. The blades are real. It's I loved it. That was used in a scene with Michael Davis and Sean Robinson. So you guys will see that starting on Friday, June 13th, when Friday the 13th Blood Loss is released. And appreciate all the support from Bob, of course. We're going to come back in a second. Lisa, is there anything that I should have mentioned that we didn't get a chance to mention? I know you guys all do a lot of cool stuff, so there's probably a whole lot that we didn't get to, but is there anything that was real important that we should have talked about?
No, you did great. You covered all the most recent things and the stuff that people are talking about, and it's really great.
I appreciate that. Let me make sure this isn't going to die on me. Lucas Wayne, we've been hanging out with you for a while. We've been kind of quiet, and I just want to know all about you. So is there anything that you wanted to talk about that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
Not that I can think of. I'm just really excited to see that first episode get all finished up and put up and get rolling on everything.
Me too. That'll be out.
Not like a lot of pressure being put on me. Thanks, Lucas.
Yeah. So with Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, Mandee's writing, she's directing, she's doing all the editing, and I love it because I don't have to do any of that stuff. I don't have to do any of it.
I want to
like not on the podcast. He'll be sitting there saying, he's like, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, there's so many different characters coming together and so many different actors and personalities, and some people that are like veterans like Beatrice Buckley, and then new people that are joining through Indiegogo. So it's a lot of fun. Everybody is excited to see it, I think. We'll have that available probably on our website sooner than later. We'll share links so everybody can go there and check it out. It's free to watch. So for all the viewers that want to see it, or if you want to get yourself a DVD, it helps us out too. You can pre-order a DVD through the Indiegogo campaign today. Still opportunities to join the cast, become a series regular, an executive producer. You can get an entire episode based on your movie, like Phil Herman's Unearthed, or what are some of the other ones we're doing? Michael Pickles' A Dead Place, or a bunch of other cool stuff. So
that's a little spoiler right there. The very first episode will be based off of.
I didn't know if we were supposed to.
No,
it's not a big deal, right? Okay.
Because we're going to start advertising everything.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a big deal.
The first episode is based off Michael Pickles' A Dead Place. So that's going to be really cool, really exciting. The second episode, I'll just keep that under wraps for right now, but we're actually going to be featuring it on a podcast. So you can have your episodes based off of anything, really, as long as it's some sort of indie project. So you have your independent films that you could do, if you have an independent web series, if you do a podcast. If you want us to actually do a whole episode on a book that you've written or an album that you've come out with, we'll do it.
All right. So I have a video of Mary Kate getting pooped on.
Oh no!
So before we show this and talk about it, I normally like to have some fun at the end of the show.
Here's
Ask
our
guests
horror
any
hostess.
Here she is, Mistress of the Macabre.
Deep in shit.
All right, so we'll show that in a second. But first, Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate's in demand on Indiegogo. Grab your perks today. You can't go wrong. It's a lot of fun. All the roles are done remotely, so you can film yourself at home and be a part of the show without ever having to leave the house. You can't beat that. Leaves your whole schedule wide open, pretty much. Dawn says, I'll be working on mine soon, but got a lot of lines I have to remember for Cruel Summer 4 by May 8th. Sounds very good. I'm excited to work with Dawn. Is Dawn a witch in this?
Dawn is a witch who has her own shopping network channel as well. So that was the witch I was speaking of earlier. She'll be selling some potions.
All right, so Lucas Wayne, the important questions before we show this poop video. People have been sending in DMs all week, and I've been trying to ignore them, but I can't because it's overwhelming. Now that we have you here, we have to know. We can finally get the answer we've all been looking for. Lucas Wayne, who is the best Batman?
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be a hard tie because I grew up watching Michael Keaton, and he was Batman to me until Christian Bale came out, and he did some pretty good movies. I was pretty impressed with Christian Bale's Batman. So I'm gonna do a 50-50 tie on that.
Wait a minute.
What?
Lucas Wayne, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he's Batman. I told you that before the show. This is why I'm asking. I thought he was going to say him, but he was being humble. He's like, no, I think Bruce. You know.
That's why you're so quiet.
Mary Kate says she's very excited to share this moment with everyone with the poop video, which we're going to show in a second. I'm pretty excited too. All right, but first, Jesus. Bob Butler. Bob Butler, what is your favorite theme park ride?
I don't know if it still exists, but in Des Moines, Iowa, there's a park called Adventureland, and they had a tornado. It's a wooden roller coaster. It wasn't, super spectacular or anything like that, but it was rickety, and you weren't quite sure if the thing was going to come off the track at any given moment. And that fear of imminent death was definitely an added value to the ride.
Zachary Scott says he 100% agrees with Lisa and Bob. He would love to play a crazy character. He says you guys are onto something. John says he has, I believe he's saying he has done a crazy character and done historic reenactments. Very cool. John Carrick says blank. Hello, John Carrick.
That's a joke for the mind readers.
Oh, okay. John says there's so much talent here, and I couldn't agree more. We're joined tonight by Bob Butler, Lisa Kinser, and Lucas Wayne from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. How cool is this? Zachary Scott says, you guys were so amazing to work with. You guys are probably some of the kindest people ever. Zachary, you were amazing to work with. You're the kindest person ever. Dawn says,
I really loved working with
okay,
everyone,
saw
but
Dawn's
it was
here.
a lot of fun working with all the kids. That was like my favorite day.
So these were comments that popped up a couple minutes ago that I just didn't see. Kevin says, in response to what Bob was saying, all wooden roller coasters are great. There's one here called the Predator. And it's been around for a while.
Sure, it's a roller coaster.
She used to live in Iowa.
Roller coaster.
John says, Final Destination vibes, Bobby Butler. All right, so with that being said, Lisa Kinser, what is the best Quentin Tarantino movie?
Oh man, I can't name any Quentin Tarantino movies. I've seen a lot of them, but I can't name any of them.
Okay, it's fair enough. Lucas, Star Wars or Star Trek?
It's gonna have to be Star Wars. Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. Okay. Bobby Butler, what is your favorite movie score or soundtrack?
The original not Faces of Death. I almost said Faces of Death. The original, what John just said. The guy with the,
Final Destination.
yeah, the original Final Destination track was pretty good. I also like Rollerball because my personal friends are on the soundtrack, so that was kind of cool because I got to watch them make a lot of the music.
Lisa, what was the last movie you saw?
The last movie I saw was Desert Fiends 1.
Lucas Wayne, what movie? Is there any movie that's coming out that you're excited to see? Killer Pizza.
Yeah, Killer Pizza.
No, I mean anything besides Killer Pizza, Lucas. I meant
Clown Motel 3.
Clown Motel 3 from Joseph Kelly. Joseph Kelly is from Rochester, the same place I'm from. Bobby Butler, is there any movie coming out that you're excited to see?
Mandy actually alluded to it earlier. Monsters, kind of a Pied Piper themed horror movie where all the children from one classroom in this whole school, just one classroom's children all disappear in the middle of the night. It's giving some Pied Piper kind of vibes going on. So
Zachary says he's excited to see Clown in a Cornfield. I'm not sure what that is. Movie coming out?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Lisa Kinser, is there a movie coming out that you're excited to see?
I can't wait to see Skate to Hell. I met quite a few people that were in it, and I've been seeing that floating around for a while, and I look forward to seeing that one.
Okay, Nicole says she loves you, Lisa Kinser. Heart, heart, heart. Okay, so, and Mandy says Dairy, which is the new It show, right? Yeah. All right, so we're at that point where we have to show a poop video, I think. John says new Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yes.
Okay, and I saw what you did last summer, the remakes coming out. I'm sure a lot of people see that. I don't know how it would be, but
The remake? It looked pretty interesting. I mean, they did have Freddie Prinze in it, and
it looks very clean. I hate that. I hate like how clean it looks.
it looks clean.
Yeah, it just like everything looks neat. Like all the wardrobe looks like it's straight out of the mall. I don't know. Something bugs me. All right, let's check it out. And we already have some fans of the poop video in the comments section. All right, let's see what's going on.
I wish they could have talked Sarah Michelle Gellar into coming back for it somehow.
Okay,
They tried.
Mandy, there's a video of Mary Kate getting pooped on in the face that we have to show.
I know.
All right, so then we
We have
need
to show our horror host
we need-
getting pooped on.
yeah, we need Nicole to tell us what's going on in the comments, and then we have to respond to the horror host that we're promoting for the horror host show, and you have to tell us why your horror host is getting pooped on in the face in this video, okay?
Nicole, you have to tell us why she's getting
All right, yeah, Mary Kate, explain this if you can. Here it is.
All right, go for it.
Was that Nicole too behind her?
Oh yeah.
So did
that was
Mary,
just shitty.
yeah, that was the shittiest thing I've seen all night. So did Mary Kate? Did her character survive?
I don't think so.
I don't think that's surviving
I don't think
anything.
anyone survived that.
Oh, Mary Kate's laughing here. She
That's a fun
says,
movie to see.
he doesn't like hummus. And then there's a second half of the video involving Nicole. So apparently Nicole's getting pooped on in the face here too, probably.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
A-hole mutant started eating hummus and got sick. Absolutely stunning poop. Dawn's laughing. Kevin says that's a great shitty video. John says loved watching that go down. Mandy Coleman says it's the best shit ever. Lisa's laughing here. Oh, well, Desert Fiends 1 is available on streaming platforms today. Get the DVD from Walmart or Barnes & Noble. Check it out on Amazon and a bunch of other cool streaming platforms. Desert Fiends 2, once that's ready to be released, we'll be happy to talk about that once it gets closer to the release date. Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate's in demand on Indiegogo right now. You guys can grab perks. Enjoying the cast. Lisa Kinser, the mannequin. Bob Butler is going to have a cool custom role. Lucas Wayne's doing all the fun cinematography. Yes, Mandy, go ahead. You say whatever you want.
What's the poop made of?
It's poop.
I think it was
I want
Hershey's.
to know what it was made
Chocolate.
They're saying chocolate.
of. Okay.
Apparently, it was very tasty as well. I don't know.
Oh,
Most poop is made out of chocolate. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate's in demand on Indiegogo. Desert Fiends 2, is that still on Indiegogo? Still, can people still get perks for that?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be
I haven't
back
seen a
tomorrow
lot.
if you can get perks.
Not yet. If it is still available, let us know in the comments section. Killer Pizza's in demand on Indiegogo. Lisa Kinser and Bob Butler will be starring in that movie alongside some horror icons that we mentioned earlier. Get your slice of revenge from Indiegogo today. Friday the 13th Blood Loss was the feature film that we shot last summer. That's coming out Friday, June 13th. Get your DVDs. We don't have Blu-rays anymore. Get your DVDs from Indiegogo. And then, of course, this Friday, 2 days from now at midnight, Boredom and Bloodshed goes live on Indiegogo. From one day only, you can get yourself an associate producer credit for only $99. How cool is that? It is the very first part in our brand new original horror series, starring Christian Bester from Law & Order SVU, FBI, Friday the 13th Blood Loss. He's done a bunch of other cool stuff I don't think I'm supposed to talk about. And then, of course, Mary Kate from Horror Hound Bites, Mary Kate, Mark Brubaker from HBO's The Gilded Age, and a bunch of other cool people. So check that out Friday. Help us out by donating to the campaign and collecting some of those cool perks that we have. If you can't donate, then do us a favor and just share the campaign, because that way we'll be able to get even more eyes on it. And how wonderful is that? Nicole says it was chocolate. Mary Kate says her poor braids. Nicole says again, so was the blood. Yum. Okay, it was chocolate, I think. We will look forward to your upcoming Indiegogo. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Bob, Lisa, and Lucas for hanging out with us tonight. We had a lot of fun. We went way overboard because we wanted to hang out just for as long as we could. We have to have you guys back on at some point to talk about your experience with Horror Hound Bites after you guys are done filming, but then also your stuff with Killer Pizza, and then Bob Butler with Boredom and Bloodshed too. So we'll have you. We're gonna have to talk to your agents and figure something out to get you guys back on the show. Until then, did you want to say anything to them? Is there anything we should have said?
Thinking about how we showed a poop video tonight.
Yeah, we did that for sure.
Yeah, we did that.
All right, and then
But we had the censor on the parental advisory on Tam's thing, but not this one.
Yeah, and Tam didn't poop on anybody. She might have actually in one of those videos. All right.
I don't know.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Well, we'll talk about that in a second, actually. Let's let these guys go because they've been on all night. Lucas Wayne, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for being a part of Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. Thank you for all the incredible cinematography and all that, sharing the every time we post something, he likes it. He's awesome. So thank you guys so much.
Him and his wife, Miss Mary Kate there. anytime I ask something, they do it. So thank you.
Oh, all the cool pictures of Mary Kate that you see in the coffin and all that stuff. All that was from Lucas Wayne. So I try to give all the credit to Lucas that he can get from this. So if you guys are looking for a cool photographer, reach out to Lucas today. And we thank you so much, Lucas.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, guys.
All right. And then Lisa Kinser, thank you for being a part of Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate and Killer Pizza. We're super excited to see your performance as the mannequin, the cool, creepy model from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. And I think it'll be a lot of fun to see you as a mobster in Killer Pizza alongside Bobby Butler and Walter Phelan and Colin Feal and Tam Taylor and all those cool people. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you. I had a great time.
Good. All right. So we'll try to get you guys back on. It'd be a lot of fun to have you guys back on to talk about this down the road some more. So we will get you back on.
And we froze.
And we froze.
At least we're not froze. They're
I
froze.
know. I'm free to move about the cabin.
We're moving. I'm not sure how long we wait for them to unfreeze. We just freeze. Of course, my camera light's changing color. That kind of gives it away. I had to have this cinematographic look with the changing colors. So
Some mood lighting.
my house is full of colored lights.
Yeah,
Looks like they're
just
going.
us. Look, it's just us.
We are going to take
All right,
over the podcast.
Yeah.
That's all right. So yeah, we died there for a second, but we're back to say goodbye. Thank you, Lisa, for hanging out with us. We had a lot of fun. We'll have to have you back on soon. Thank you for joining us. We will catch you later.
Have a good night.
Bye, Lisa.
And then here with Bobby Butler. I can't hear anything, but Bobby, we had a lot of fun tonight. I'm glad you were. Hang on, I can hear you in a second here.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now. Thanks for hanging out with us, Bob. You've been a huge support. We're super excited to work with you on Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, but also Boredom and Bloodshed this summer. And then, of course, the big one, Killer Pizza, where you'll be alongside Walter Phelan and fun scenes and all that cool stuff. So thank you for hanging out with us. We'll get you back on again soon to talk about those other projects.
I'm just trying to hold up the camera.
We're just trying to stay alive here for a minute.
I'm waiting to see. Do I have a name in Killer Pizza, or am I just?
Oh, he's on now. I don't know what happened. Yeah, you have a name in Killer Pizza. We'll
Everything gets updated later on.
yeah, everything will be updated through IMDb once we get closer to filming.
Everybody keeps naming me Mike. I don't know why.
It probably won't be Mike.
All right, thank you.
Goodbye.
Good night, Bobby.
What was that? They're gone. We can talk about them now. I told you Bob Butler would be here. Lisa Kinser and Lucas Wayne from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, which is in demand on Indiegogo. You guys go there today and pick up your perks. Killer Pizza's in demand. You can go there and get your stuff for that. If you haven't joined Killer Pizza by now, I don't know what to tell you. Go today and sign up. And then Friday the 13th Blood Loss is being released Friday the 13th. June Friday the 13th, and then Boredom and Bloodshed goes live this Friday, 2 days from now at midnight. Get your associate producer credit for $99, 1 day only. Don't miss out, because if you do, what's going to happen is that credit is going to become more and more and more expensive. And you're going to cry, and I'm going to say, I told you so, and you're going to cry some more, and I'm going to giggle.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be back next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern for our mega podcast show. We have 8 different guests coming out with us, and it'll be a lot of fun. See you then.
yes.
You want to say goodbye?
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you next week.